watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another night of great racing, the North-South Racing League. It's our grand finale of the season, and it's the High Banks Hustle. I had to spit that out. I was trying to, how am I going to say this? But it's Randy Pepper alongside Nick Adams on this beautiful Monday night. Nick, it's good to be back, man. I am stoked about this. I really have missed last week.
Randy, I am too. I'm so excited. We are going to have so much fun tonight. I mean, we're at Bristol Motor Speedway, baby. It's short track Monday night.
It is. Absolutely. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be so much fun. But before we get into all that, I teased it 2 weeks ago. We weren't here last week because of technical issues, but we're back. And the announcement that we were going to be announcing last week is what we'll announce tonight. Going into the rest of 2023 and probably 2024, myself and Randy have been doing this together as a team now for, 6 years?
I don't know. I have lost track.
It's been a long time. Me and you we have covered 5 different leagues, starting with the AOLL, on to Sim 500, IVRL, there's so many leagues.
I don't remember them all.
We've had Sim 500, the IVRL, the AOLL. We had Fuel before Fuel split.
That's right.
We had. I mean, we're here. This is our 4th year. Us is our 1st year, but this is the league's, the company's 4th season covering the North-South Racing League. And it's been a hell of a partnership.
Hey, before you go any further, let me just say this. We have covered all these different leagues, and I have to admit, this has been probably the most fun of any of them that we have covered out of all these years.
So we're not saying goodbye to broadcasting. It's not what we're doing. We're leaving the door open. There could be a momentous return, maybe to the North-South Racing League, maybe to Sim 500. Who knows? To one of these leagues that we've previously covered, or to a new league down the road. But that's down the road. A lot of you may be asking yourselves, well, what about now? What is the future of Ghostfire Media? What happens tomorrow after this final race goes on and we have no more? What is the next step? Well, the next step is to return to our roots in a way. And for those of you who have been here since the inception of Ghostfire Media, will remember every Friday we had the podcast. We're going to be going back to being a podcasting service. We're going to be a podcaster. That's what we're going to be. We're going to be a bunch of podcast hosts who just love to talk about the things they love to talk about. Me and Randy Pepper are going to be starting up the Ghostfire Media Wrestling Power Hour. I can't wait for that. where you get to listen to me and Randy completely unfiltered talk about the thing that we care about a lot and love a lot for at least an hour every week. We may be doing some like live stream reactions to like WWE and AEW pay-per-views. That's all stuff that'll come down the road, but at the beginning it's going to be the Ghostfire Media Wrestling Power Hour, and then me and Randy Pepper with our unbelievable connections and our unbelievable love for the sport of NASCAR, for the sport of auto racing in general, not just NASCAR, because I think me and Randy, we can both agree, Randy, that we both love motor racing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Four wheels. If it's got a motor and it goes around a racetrack, we enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing previous on the Ghostfire Media Network. The podcast was on Friday nights. It was live. It was recorded and then uploaded to Spotify. This is going to be recorded and then uploaded to Spotify. It's not going to be live streamed for the time being. It'll be me and Randy with, whatever guests we can get, whoever wants to come on. Adam and Josh and Larry and Carl all have a standing invitation, as they always will, to do anything with Ghostfire Media. And that's what we're going to do. I mean, we're going to talk about NASCAR. We're going to talk about Formula One. We're going to talk about motocross. Anything that's dominating the news that week is something we'll touch on, plus what we love the most, which is NASCAR. Now, it might not be the Cup Series that we talk about every week. We'll talk about what happened in the Sunday afternoon race. But maybe we'll focus on dirt track one week. Hey, Randy, I mean, this week is say it's the week of the Snowball Derby. We'll talk about the Snowball Derby.
Or the Chili Bowl.
We'll talk about the things that are most prevalent and, relevant in the world of NASCAR, plus the stuff that we want to talk about. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to have fun with it. It's not going to become a job. It's going to be a hobby, which is what it always should have been. And I mean, Randy, me and you can both agree that at times being a broadcaster, well, this is a hobby of ours, has also felt like a full-time job.
Yes, like I said, this league here has been a lot of fun. This has not felt like a job, but some of the other leagues that we have done, and I'm not going to say which ones, but I will say that some of them felt like a job, and it just felt like, oh my God, what am I doing on the air doing this?
And yeah, and it hurts the commitment and what we have said we would do for leagues, and it makes us not want to do it. We do it because we're professionals, and when we sign something or we say we're going to do something, we're going to finish it, even if it kills us. Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy to say that on some of these leagues. Like I said, some of them were really hard to do. I would call roughly 10 to 15 races a night at New Smyrna Speedway or DeSoto Speedway or whatever track I worked at, and I never felt like it was a job. It was always a lot of fun to do it, and I was getting paid good money to do it. But some of these, I mean, I have to say that some of those ones we did prior to this one were difficult at times. So.
If we're gonna, there's a lot of curtains that we keep up at Ghostfire. We're gonna keep a lot of those up, but I'm gonna pull down one of the curtains. This league is the only reason me and Randy continued to broadcast. We came in here last year and did 2 or 3 stand-in races for Josh or Adam together. Right. You came in with Josh once, I came in with Adam once, and we just fell in love with this league and the way these guys do it. And the action that is here every week and the fun that they have. And Robbie's a great owner, and the admin team over here is fantastic, and they're just understanding, and they're easy to work with. And I know you guys watch these broadcasts back, so to every single one of you guys in the North-South Racing League, just know we appreciate the absolute shit out of every single one of you.
That's putting it pretty bluntly.
And we, like I said, we keep a lot of curtains up. We said we don't say a lot of things on here, but we appreciate the absolute hell out of every single one of you.
Yeah, we do.
You guys are amazing.
And I know Nick had, we had a lot of problems early on in this. Nick caught COVID. He had some other issues. Grandmother died. I mean, just a lot of crazy stuff happened in this league that has not ever happened, which I wish had happened in a lot of these other leagues I was talking about. But this one,
This one hurts us.
This one hurts us because we really like this league.
We're ready to step away. Like, we are 100% ready. The two of us came to the agreement that we are ready to step away. But this one, stepping away from this league in particular, man, does it hurt. Because you guys got it. You guys are so good, and you guys got it. And whoever gets to broadcast the North-South Racing League from here on out has no idea how much fun and how easy their job is going to be, because there's not a single second of action on any of these racetracks. And it's down to the car and the track selection. It really is. Between the car selection and the track selection, it brings the perfect combination of talent and fun into this. But it's just going to make it so much easier for whoever takes over for us going into next year. But we'll get emotional at the end of the broadcast because we have point standings to talk about, Randy. That's not point standings. This is point standings. So normally I would come into a finale race of the season and say 53 points ahead, Dante Curtis is your champion. It's not true tonight. It's not true. Will Eastman and Shepard are both within mathematical both have mathematical probability to be the champion at the end of tonight's event. So a driver who has a perfect night tonight wins both features, earns all available bonus points and race points, can earn up to 78 points tonight. So whilst it is pretty close to being in the bag for Dante Curtis, it's not all the way there.
No.
He still has a little bit of stuff to deal with. I mean, he's still going to have a pretty tough... It's not going to be tough for him to win this championship, but he's still going to have... I mean, it is, because I say that, but Will Eastman is freaking fast.
And Shepard won last week, so he's got the little momentum.
It's not over until the fat lady sings. It really isn't. And I'm damn excited for tonight.
You know, we're going to have a champion. We're also going to have a rookie of the year.
Well, the champion, a rookie of the year. We have so many things to give out tonight. So much praise to hand out to people. And it's really all going to start when we get into these first set of heats, Randy, because this sets the heat. These heats set race number 1. But it's a little hard to not get a little bit emotional looking at this final heat number 1 we're going to get to do in this league.
Yeah, we'll get to see who had set up tonight and go down the lineup here.
Heat number 1. Ryan Johnson on pole, Jesse Romack in second, Will Eastman in third. In fourth, Adam Jebel. Fifth, Matt Cook. Sixth, PJ Child. Seventh, Travis Hoffler. Eighth, Mark Keeler. And ninth, Gary Eschen. That'll be heat numero uno here tonight. The formation lap underway. The inside lane did not get going as Adam Jebel couldn't fire that car. Not Adam Jebel. Will Eastman could not fire up the number 13. He got it going now, and he's there. But we almost had a interesting start to heat number 1 as the drivers all get lined up. The man to watch in heat number 1 is all the way back here in ninth, the number 23, Gary Eschen. Keep an eye on that man. I think he's going to be the fastest one in heat number 1. Can he get to the front is the question. It's going to be a little tough thing to do with only 15 laps.
Nick, my screen, can you actually get rid of all the other stuff in the screen?
Hold on.
Just give me the cars.
Hold on.
Distraction.
What do you mean? Oh, why?
Well, I see all your audio
I
mixers and all that
hate
stuff I'm seeing.
Windows 11 sucks. Hold on. No, I cannot do what I used to do for you.
Oh, well, okay, bring that back to me again.
Can I do this? Hold on. Can I make this the...
But I can. It's okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on.
All right, we are green. Here comes the field. Heat number 1.
Oh, okay. Hold on, Randy.
I'm going to fix some stuff right off the bat.
Okay, no, I can't.
Okay, it's all good. It's okay. All right, so and we see Johnson and Womack as they make their way across the line into turn number 1. As you see the field making their way down into turn number. I got to watch your screen better. My screen is just
There you go.
not lining up. All right, there we go. Good, awesome. All right, Johnson leads the field as they come off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Johnson, Womack, Eastman, and Cook in the top 4. Your 5th place is Gary Eschen, who started at the very back of the pack as a complete lap number, number 6, I believe. We've got 6 to go, actually, in this 10-lap heat. Make their way off the turn. Field single file around Bristol. 5 laps to remain as Johnson will lead the field off of turn number 2 with Womack right behind him. Eastman trying to look for some moves somewhere underneath them, but he doesn't have anything. The field is going to have to draft each other. Single file, 4 laps remain.
I was just about to talk about that, Randy. It kind of turns into a little tiny miniature super speedway when you bring these types of cars to these like half-mile racetracks. These cars are so slow, but they're also so fast in a way that it just turns into a super speedway and there's no passing ability.
Yeah, I've noticed that in practice. I went out here and ran some laps with these guys, and the lifting of the gas is minimal. Really off in turn 1 and 2, but it is very minimal. It's more of a feathering of the gas just to kind of get it through the turn. As they make their way to turn number 3, single file, the parade lap continues. They come across the line. One more lap around Bristol Motor Speedway in this heat number 1. As Womack will try to see if he can get anything happening, but he has nothing for Johnson. Johnson brings him off turn.
This is going to be really interesting in the main event.
Yes, it is going to be. So Johnson will win the heat, followed by Womack, Eastman, Cook, and Eschen.
I'm very interested to see if there's going to be a little bit more passing in this second heat here, or if it's going to kind of be the same thing. I kind of unfortunately feel like it's kind of what we're going to see tonight. It's not what we want to see, but I think it's what we're going to see. And with that, heat number 2 is going to bring Scott Austin, Randy Nichols, Austin Williams, Rodney Huntoon, Dustin Shepard, Dante Curtis, Ray Bracey, and Robbie Clavey out to be our 8 in heat number 2, which will set our first mains predetermined lineup. It'll also be thrown around a little bit with our final invert, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see if we can get a 12 out there for everybody tonight.
The field makes her way down the back straightaway here at Bristol. Side by side, bumping off each other. It looks like Dante Curtis is actually the meet in the middle there. They keep bumping off of him. I don't know if he's enjoying that much or not. I'm not really sure.
You never know. It might be something he likes.
All right, field. Probably one more time around. Pace lights are off the top of the pace truck. 10 laps will make up this heat race. And then the action will start.
The main event action will start, and it's going to be interesting. I wonder if we're going to see a bunch of single file racing here tonight. It'll be good for them to be able to log laps, but I almost kind of want to see this turn into Talladega where it's too wide all the way around the racetrack.
What I want to see.
I don't know if it's going to be able to happen. I don't know if there's going to be enough cars that want to go to the outside lane and cause that. We'll see if the second heat can do that. We go green flag racing here in heat number 2. Scott Austin and Randy Nichols lead him off into turn 1. You see the number 69 of Randy Nichols throws it off to the bottom of the racetrack. Huge run on the exit of turn 2 for Randy Nichols and his number 69. He's going to clear Scott Austin, who's going to have Rodney Huntoon looking his outside. Oh, Huntoon into the wall. You see the inside-outside lane. They're trying to get that to work, and look what it's allowing Randy Nichols to do.
He's in by.
So the two-wide racing can happen, but whoever's at the front of the pack is just going to drive away. He's half a second faster than them.
Yeah, they've got to get single files.
Wow.
But you got Dustin Shepard back there. Dustin Shepard doesn't want to stay in that 6th position.
No, the 89 does not want to stay in the inside lane because he wants to be able to move around. He wants to stay in the inside lane, but he wants to move up. But Dante Curtis in the 0-3 back there, he's going to go 3 wide in the middle. He's in the middle of the racetrack down here. We're 3 wide off into turn 1. The last great Coliseum on the exit of turn 4. He slides his way up to 6th now.
Dante's falling back. It shows me one thing is that if you are the man in the middle of this, 3 wide battle, you're going to go back.
There's
no doubt about it.
It's interesting to see this type of racing, but it's also very it's very disheartening for what we might see in the main event.
Yeah, you see Dante, he's just trying to
He's trying so hard.
He is trying to get something going on. He gets a shove from behind from Austin, gives him a little push ahead, which actually helped him a little bit, as now he's on the outside of the number 80 of Gracie. Gracie's got a battle with him on the outside with Dante trying to get around him. Dante will try to get another position. He will get around him. Now he's going to
Randy Nichols has driven away.
Randy Nichols is in another zip code at this point.
Yeah, no, I mean, look at how far ahead he is.
Yeah, he's gone.
Just look at this. We'll try to find a look at this. Look at this difference. He's half a straightaway away from these guys. And it's all because they were double file. It really is. And that's concerning for the main event, for the quality of racing we'll find. The white flag is out. Dante Curtis is trying to make it interesting for you folks in the grandstands. But it doesn't look like he's going to get to the inside of Austin Williams.
And Nichols will win that one easily. Shepard, Williams, Curtis, and Bracey.
Yeah, Randy Nichols, an easy win there.
And Austin will come home 6th.
All right. So, folks, that means it's time for the invert. You ready?
Go for it. Come on.
And 12!
Yeah!
The final event of the season, and we get a 12 on the invert!
I think we should, just for giggles, we should have had all 36. Just for one last little 36.
For the last race of the season, the last time they get to see Nick Adams deal with that damn wheel, they say. He gets a 12.
Yes, they're going, damn, why can't Josh come back? He goes like 2 and 3 every time. This Nick guy keeps rolling out 12s.
Yeah, Josh was simple. Why does Nick got to be so difficult?
Robbie's going, crap. This guy goes here. This guy goes here. And then they go over here. And, okay, you got to move there. You got to move.
So while we have a few minutes before we get into the main event, we did just want to take a second to tell you what's going to happen next week. So next week on Ghostfire Media, next Wednesday will be when the first podcast drops. We'll get that all posted up on our Facebook page and on our Twitter. But next Wednesday will be when the podcast drops for the wrestling. The NASCAR podcast will drop on Thursday. It'll be pre-recorded for Tuesday. but it'll be dropped on Wednesday. Sorry, Thursday. Thursday. Oh, my God. Thursday. The wrestling broadcast will be pre-recorded Tuesday so we can react to what happens on Raw and then predict what will happen on Dynamite and then revisit that the next week to see if we were right.
I know, it's hard to do that, man. That's hard. Dynamite's never...
You could honestly, in the Triple H era of booking, you can predict what's going to happen on Raw. As long as Vince doesn't show up,
Vince is booking everything now.
As long as Vince doesn't show up and blow the whole thing up, you can pretty much predict what's going to happen on Raw. Continuation of storylines. When Vince shows up, it doesn't matter if there's been an 8-month storyline, you're blowing it up and getting rid of it.
Yeah, hour before the show. Rewrite.
But that'll all be the type of stuff that we talk about. We'll give you our opinions on the WWE and Endeavor merger with WWE becoming the UFC's partner. It's going to be a great first show. We can't wait for that. We also can't wait for the first NASCAR show. But we have a great night of racing to come for you tonight. Mm-hmm. And that's what we're going to focus on now. And speaking of things to focus on, this is the third trip to the last great Coliseum and its notorious concrete surface. There's nothing better than concrete, by the way. Just saying. It's been 4 seasons and almost 2 full years since they last visited this progressively banked oval. Speeds will be fast with Steve banking, allowing drivers to almost run wide open around the facility. Things will happen quickly, and you might miss a couple of things. This is the season finale, where we will crown a champion. There'll be no false finishes here tonight, folks. There will be a champion. The track length is a half a mile, 24-degree banking in the turns, 4 to 9-degree banking in the straights. The number of cautions on average is 5, with the most being 7, the least being 3. And the number of average lead changes is 6, with the most being 7, the least being 4. The average race time is 58 minutes. Dante Curtis and Justin Grosser have won here in the past at the High Banks Hustle at Bristol Motor Speedway, with the incident limit drivers going to the rear of Kevin Knutson, Robbie Clavey, and PJ Childs, the previous race winner Dustin Shepard to the rear. Oh, boy. But me and Randy Pepper, folks. Oh, should we announce who the winner was of our WrestleMania match?
Sure.
Folks, in the contest between myself and Randy Pepper 2 weeks ago at WrestleMania 39, it was a long match. It was 37 minutes. Me and Randy went bell to bell, wall to wall. It was bloody. I bladed. I busted Randy open the hard way. Randy hit me with 3 unprotected chair shots because he went into business for himself.
Absolutely. Boy, it worked.
We came so close with so many false finishes. Fans were booing by the end because they thought I was going to win. And that is when Shawn Michaels made his triumphant return. Long locks and everything. 2008 circus Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, with a wig.
With a wig. He came out. He hit me with the sweet chin music. Boom! He did the whole leg slap and everything. Perfect sweet chin music right on the bottom of my chin. Randy Pepper crawled over slowly for the 1, 2. Oh, the kick out right at the end. Randy got up. He did that baby face of the, oh my God, what do I got to do to beat this guy? And then, out of nowhere, the glass broke. Stone Cold Steve Austin walked down to the ring. He was in BMF mode. He was ready to kick somebody's ass. He was ready to stomp a mud hole and walk it dry, Randy Pepper. And oh boy, did he kick my rear end around that ring for 3 minutes. Randy was in the corner doing his little rest. Looked like he fell asleep. He was doing a Roman Reigns 2017. Asleep in the corner. Stone Cold Steve Austin hit me with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 Stone Cold Stunners. And then he drank 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers, 4 beers, a shot of tequila, shot of whiskey, Another beer. And then he threw Randy Pepper on top, and he counted the 3. And Randy Pepper walked out of WrestleMania 39 as the Ghostfire Media Champion.
Yeah, it's great to have friends in high places.
I have filed an injunction with the WWF. Sorry, the WWE. He hit me really hard. With the WWE. And I was told I'll get my rematch. Once in a lifetime has become twice in a lifetime, and me and Randy Pepper will meet at next year's WrestleMania. It'll be for the belt.
Well, I've already got plans for next year.
It'll be for the belt again. Randy Pepper, you've been champion for too long.
You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to get into it on here because we got racing to go on. But next week on the podcast, we'll go into it, okay?
We'll go into our long, historic rivalry.
Yeah.
It's been building.
It'll go. But anyways, let's talk some racing here. The field is just about ready to go. Green flag racing with Austin on the inside. Eschen will be on his outside.
This is the inverted field, folks.
Yep. Bracey's going to be on row 2 and on the bottom. Matt Cook is going to be at his outside. Dante Curtis will be on the inside of row 3 or 4, 5 actually. Row 3. Dante Curtis and Will Eastman are going to be up at row 3.
Those are the championship contenders.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one right there. And right by them, we got Warmick and Nichols. And then row 5 is Johnson and Hoffler. Travis Hoffler there in number 20. Row 6, Houghton. I never have pronounced that guy's name right. And then Gibble will be in his outside. Keeler and Clevey are going to be in next row. And the last row, PJ Childs and Dustin Shepard. Now that's where I want to see how Dustin Shepard does. All right, green flag is out. Here we go. Cars getting into gear and down into turn number 1. The outside line starting to move a little bit more. Here comes the inside line with Austin taking the early lead. And to the inside of Eschen, it's Bracey looking underneath there. Behind them, we got looking 3 wide back there already. 14.
Oh, boy.
Warmick looking crazy back there.
And the inside line is beginning to lose a little bit of momentum. That outside lane is starting to stack it up a little bit with those drivers. You see 5, 6 deep now on the outside lane. We're going to step out a little bit here so you can see what's happening. They're touching the 14's around. We're still green. We're still green. Jesse Womack's around on the backstretch. Are we going to go yellow?
He hit the...
Are we going to go yellow? We're still green. He's getting going. We're still green. We'll stay green here in heat number 1. Gary Eshen's coming by on the outside. Here they come. The 14 will lose a lap here at Bristol. He's got to be losing his mind on the radio with his team right now. What in the world is going on, NASCAR? Be consistent.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I don't know why the yellow did not come out for that one because he was right in the middle of the track turning around. Plus, he also did damage the water barrel down there.
That could have been disastrous.
If he hit that inside wall, that could have been really bad for him. But luckily, he hit that water barrel and it didn't hurt the car that bad.
It still could have been disastrous, my friend.
It could have been.
It should have been.
No doubt about it. It should have been yellow, but it wasn't. As you see, Matt Cook actually reeling in Gary Eschen. Cook is just 1-2 car lengths back behind Gary Eschen, and he's closing. And then right behind him, you've got Will Eastman. He's another 3 back behind Matt Cook. So the top 3 are kind of separated between 3 car lengths each right now. And we're 9 laps into the 50-lap main event. And then you've got behind them, you can see Will Austin back there. He's another 4 back behind Cook. And then back behind them, you got Bracey. And Bracey's back there by himself, but he's got a challenge from Dante Curtis coming up very shortly. How about you, Nick? But you watching from this inside of that car, you can definitely see there's a little movement in the car.
Hold on. You mean this angle right here?
Yeah, right there. Look at the hands on the wheel when they go into turns. The cars are handling as well as I thought they would be.
I mean, as the track gets a little bit looser throughout the evening, it's going to be a little bit more of the, send it into the corner and hope it sticks type thing.
And if you look at Eschen, watch him go off the turn. His car is actually getting a little loose. So maybe that's why Cook is actually gaining on him. See?
Let's go on board, Eschen.
Seems like, see right there, the whip back to the right. He's definitely got a little issue with turn 4. Car seems to be pushing. He wants that wheel, it kind of jerks a little bit. Looks like the tires are like pushing as it gets into the turn. But as it comes out of it, it whips back to the right.
Yeah, you can see that wheel going to the right just a little bit.
He's got a little issue going.
A big bit there.
Yeah. That car is definitely not handling very well. You can see Matt Cook has caught him. Matt Cook is right there behind him.
Oh, yeah, Matt Cook is there, my friend. Matt Cook is ready to pounce. Matt Cook wants to lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matt Cook, we saw his car was as good. But it's better than the way Eschen's car is. Eschen's definitely got a handling problem.
I think right now anything on the racetrack might be handling better than Gary Eschen's car.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Gary Eschen's car reminds him of a lawnmower from 1997 right about now. That thing's going through the corner. It's bottoming out. The rear end's coming around. He needs a new pair of Air Jordans on that thing.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You can see, he is bottoming out. As you see the sparks come off the car every now and then. So he's got some issues. And Matt Cook is there.
The sparks have become less and less prevalent as the run's gone along and those tire pressures have come up. But again, they don't put a lot of air in these tires for the street stocks. They are quite low to the ground and quite unaired tires. So the air pressure doesn't build up as much as it would in a Cup Series car. So these tires don't get up off the ground near as much. So the car doesn't raise too high. So you're not getting away from all of that scraping and banging as you're going through the corners. It just continues to happen.
You got to wonder about, like, Matt Cook. He's sitting back there watching this, and he can definitely see that Gary's car has got some issues going on. Now he's going to look down at the bottom. Is he just going to stalk him and let him make a mistake, or is he going to, really force the issue? And right now it doesn't look like he's forcing it. It looks like he's just kind of hanging out, waiting until Gary just gets so out of shape that he can just easily get around him.
So Matt can sit here and wait for a bit. But there is a blue and yellow car coming through the pack right now. And when that blue and yellow car gets here, Matt Cook better be getting gone.
He's got a little ways to go, but yeah, he is coming. There's no doubt about it. I'm looking back, and I'm looking to see how far Dustin Shepard has got up. He has made his way from 17th to 11th right now. So he has made some ground, but he's got a long ways to go after starting the rear end of the field, the very rear end of the field.
So just so everybody's aware, there's two heats tonight. There is this 50-lap main and then another 50-lap main. The way this works is that after these 50 laps are over, points get calculated. We'll know where we are at that point between races, but I probably won't be able to bring it to you. But I will try to do what I can.
Yeah, you're a mathematician. You can do it. I know Matt Cook better keep going a little faster because it looks like Will Eastman's starting to close in on him. This could easily become a 3-car battle for the lead. Eschen has got to feel the pressure because Matt Cook is all over the back end of that 23. A really good run for Matt Cook tonight. And hopefully I do not jinx him by saying that. 21 laps remaining in this first main. Dante really has, watching him come through the field, he's kind of a little stagnant right there. So he's not making that much more ground on these guys. What he needs to do, or what he needs to see, is Matt Cook force the issue here and try to get around Eschen. Start seeing that. You start seeing these guys 2 and 3 wide. These guys behind them are going to make some ground up really quick.
Yeah, right
That
now what you
includes
have
Austin.
is what you have right now is 3 guys just drafting.
Yeah. Staying in line.
And they're pulling away from Austin and Curtis by doing this. They've actually gained some time and pulled away.
Yeah, they definitely are. Curtis is now back 3 seconds from the leaders. Just a little while ago, he was only like 2.5, or not even 2.5. He was like 2.5, something like that. And now he's all back to 3. So definitely losing ground. So, and the same thing as with Austin as well. And I don't know if these guys know. I don't know if they're watching this and they know that's happening or not. That's what I wonder. That almost looked like he might have scraped a wall over there. 15 laps remain here in Bristol. As your leader, Mr. Eastman. Or Gary Eschen, excuse me. I'm watching Will Eastman back here trying to get around Matt Cook. It almost looks like Eastman may be looking to challenge back there. Maybe he's not content staying back behind Matt Cook. With 13 laps remain. Don't forget, if you need a piece of property or a house in the greater Florida, upper panhandle of Florida, or even the parts of Alabama, 5-Star Realty is your realtor to help you move to your new favorite destination. As I said, there he is. Eastman, Will Eastman was looking for some way to get around Matt Cook, and he has started his descent to get around him. Side by side for that second position. Eastman down low, Cook, and Cook will close the door on him. So it did not work. These guys are going to have to get back in line. That Gary Eschen was like, whoa, go ahead and fight because I just want to take this thing away from you guys with 10 laps remaining.
Yeah, this thing right here is gonna break down. It's going to break down real fast.
I'm thinking these guys probably want to see a J&G hardwood flooring going down somewhere around here and get it all set so these guys can go around and these guys behind them can't set.
Thing is it's so hard to pass without help that I don't really know how Will Eastman's going to go from third to first.
I don't either. He had such a hard time trying to get around Matt Cook that I just don't know.
It might make it almost impossible.
Cook can get around Gary Eschen.
Yeah, this is going to get tight. I don't know if Matt can get around Gary. If Matt wants to get around Gary, he's going to have Will go with him. And then he's going to have to hope Will doesn't get Gary to go with him to go around him.
Right. Well, they've lost ground to Gary now after that little bit of
And they're battling again.
yeah. Will's trying to get around Matt.
Will's
Cook,
going to
and this
easily
time
get him.
Wow, he does get around him that time. And is that going to be the move? I mean, they're almost a half a second behind Gary Eschen now with 4 laps remaining. I think that was it. I think Gary's can be an autopilot now. I don't think they can catch him. I think you need more than 1 lap to try to get around somebody. 2 laps remaining. Gary Eschen, Will Eastman, Matt Cook, Austin, and Johnson was able to get around Dante Curtis out there. So Dante was coming, but not anymore.
I think, barring anything that's not going to happen, Gary Eschen is going to win the heat number 1. Eastman second, Cook in third. Austin fourth, Johnson fifth, Curtis sixth, Bracy seventh, Williams in eighth, Huntoon in ninth, Hoffler in 11th, Shepard in 12th. Sorry, in 11th. Jebel in 11th. At the line, they got each other. Shepard in 12th, Childs 13th, Nichols 14th, Womack 15th, Keeler in 16th, and Clavey in 17th.
So will we spin the wheel once again?
We will not.
So how will the lineup go for this one?
We also won't do interviews for this first race.
Well, I know, yeah, for the first one we won't.
What we will do is try to figure out how we're doing the second race.
Well, for Gary Eschen, that was pretty much easy like Sunday morning. In the key of A flat. Unless you're doing the Faith No More version, which is in the key of A.
I think it's second session. Yeah, it's going to be a second session, everybody. Give us one moment, everybody.
Don't forget about our sponsors, Kelly Custom Engraving, J&G Hardwood Flooring, 5 Star Realty, Sim Speed Shop, all of these people are proud sponsors of the North-South Racing League. Even though the Guitar Addict does not sponsor the league, if you're in the Daytona Beach area for any of the racing events, whether it be Bike Week or the Daytona 500 or 400, stop by the Guitar Addict for all your guitar needs. Located on US 1, Ridgewood Avenue, 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue. Beautiful Holly Hill, which is part of Daytona. So as Nick is figuring out stuff behind the scenes, you're stuck with me for just a little bit. So we spent the day today. We went out to Universal Studios here in the Central Florida area in Orlando. They are already gearing up for Halloween Horror Nights. Believe it or not, what are we in? We're in April. And they've got Halloween Horror Nights stuff out. So if you're a horror freak and you like that type of Halloween event, and you've never been to the Halloween Horror Nights, trust me, it's a fun time. It's a lot of fun, really. It's not scary, but very creepy. Also, if you're here in the Florida area this weekend, I will be playing with the Occasional Astronauts, playing out at Old Town Kissimmee on Friday night. And then Saturday night, I'll be out at Traders in New Smyrna Beach. So around the state, I will go. I'm making my trek around the state once again. And then next month, we'll start up once again with the Pit Road Pickers. Playing some of the tracks will be Atlanta Motor Speedway. Also, we'll be in Chicagoland, or not Chicagoland, but in Chicago Street Course. Be there, be in Phoenix, Arizona as well for the grand finale once again for NASCAR. I'll be out there playing some of those events. So hope to see you at some of the tracks. If you're out in any of these areas, come out and see the Pit Road Pickers. And definitely tell them, or tell, if you see us at any of these events, please come up and tell me, hey, I'm one of the drivers from this league or that league and whatever. I've heard you on Ghostfire Media Network, and I would love to meet you. Great. I would love to meet you as well. All right. Getting ready here shortly, I can tell.
Can you?
Hey, guys.
Here we go.
We're having to launch a second session. What Robbie thought he had going on didn't really work, so it's running both in the same session. So we'll be back up and running here shortly with the second 50.
Okay.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks again.
Of course. Randy, you're in charge for 30 seconds. They put me in this.
I've been in charge for the last 2 minutes, 3
Well,
minutes.
they put me in this little tiny booth and it doesn't have a toilet in it. I know when I lost the match to you, I agreed to certain stipulations.
Yeah, well, go ahead. Just go.
But this is ridiculous.
Okay, go. I know you got a turtle head poking out and get out of here. Yeah, sometimes being this side of the fence, I always get the better room. Like we had, I can't remember what track it was at. I had the nice suite and all that stuff. They put Nick in this little itty bitty room with a couch that was back from 1968. And he definitely didn't want to put a black light on it, that's for sure. But anyways, I always get the better places. So that's just the way it is. And that had nothing to do with me winning the WrestleMania belt and all that stuff for the third time of the year. Third time, belt's getting kind of heavy anyways, but it's okay. It's all good. So we're going to have some racing here shortly. We're just trying to figure out the servers are being switched. So once everything gets switched over and everything gets sorted out, we will be back to racing the North-South Racing League. So anyways, we got lots of good sponsors. So like I said, we got Kelly's Custom Engraving. If you need any engraving, please check them out. Great place to do all your business with, or any engraving. 5-Star Realty. I can't say enough about these guys because they got me a beautiful house up in the Pensacola area. We bought this whole house, of this 2-bedroom house, not far from the ocean. Great little place. We can actually see the UFO lights at night. And we can hear the jets go off from the military base up there. It's awesome. And we had some flooring done by J&G Hardwood Flooring from Carolina. They came down and set everything up in the house, did a great job. I had this one guy, will tell you, I had this one guy come to my house years ago from this flooring company out of Georgia. They came and did it. Oh, my God. They were the worst. But J&G, they came in, they put the hardwood floor ahead. I have this beautiful flooring. It almost looks like the ocean. It's almost like I've got blues, I've got turquoises, I got browns. It's just got a mixture of all these different colors, kind of like the ocean. Which, because we're up there, near the, in the Panhandle of Pensacola, that area up there, you're close to the ocean. You want to have great flooring. and they came down. They said, this guy down here, what was it? I think his name was Bobby. Bobby came down and helped us out with all the flooring. The flooring looks unbelievable. I mean, just great flooring by J&G Hardwood Flooring. So if you're looking for hardwood flooring, whether it be tile, laminate, whatever, if you want flooring in your house, you call these people and have them come out and give you an estimate and have them do your floor. You won't be disappointed. Trust me.
All right, Randy, join the second session.
Where is my second session?
It's in leagues.
It's still in the same place.
It's where the first one was.
It hasn't moved? It's the same place? They haven't moved?
No, they have not moved.
Okay, good.
I have a question. Were you talking about how you get better rooms than me?
Maybe.
Folks, don't let him talk to you about that baloney. So what it really is, and I'm going to be honest with you, here's what it really is. In his contract with Ghostfire Media, that I was too stupid to sign because I wanted to negotiate. They gave me an extra 30 cents. But they gave me the crap rooms. They gave Randy Pepper 30 cents less than me. But his travel is paid for. He gets the top-of-the-line accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
He gets 5-star dining.
I don't know about 5-star dining. I mean, they actually had me eat last week at of all places, a Texas Roadhouse.
It's better than where I got to eat.
Well, I mean, it wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good, but I mean, it's not 5-star dining.
It's better than what I got.
Oh, what you got is...
I got McDonald's. 3 days in a row.
I'll send the bill to Cowboy James.
What it means, folks, is that when you get older and you start signing contracts, pay attention to what the contracts say.
Yeah, let me just get onto that little thing real quick, and I'll actually let you guys in on this. I signed a record deal in 1993, I think it was. Would you believe that record company still has a life insurance on me? So if I die, they collect $1 million on me. It didn't cost $1 million to record the record. And that's true. I'm dead serious about that, folks. So all 4 of our band members, if any of us die, or when we die, the record company will collect money. So always read the fine print. Right, Nick?
Yeah. Speaking of fine print, Randy Pepper, spoiler alert from Monday Night Raw. We just had Trish Stratus kick Becky Lynch in the face.
You didn't know that was coming?
I knew it was coming. I was just waiting for it.
You see how she looked last week? That little look she gave her?
No, I didn't.
That was coming.
I didn't see that.
I did. I saw it coming a mile away.
A guy who does a podcast about wrestling, I didn't even watch it last week. I couldn't watch it, okay? Vince McMahon was back in charge.
Back in charge there?
Vince pains me. No, it's Hunter's show. Vince is in Connecticut. So I have a hot take while we wait here for practice to be over, all these guys loaded. And I have a hot take, Randy. Within the next 5 years, Triple H will do one of two things. Leave the WWE and go become a executive vice president or a chief of some part of AEW and run their creative for them. And be able to run it without somebody in his ear all the time telling him how to do it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or he will buy NXT from WWE and spin that into its own brand. Because NXT currently, at what it is now, is not worth nearly as much as it was 3 years ago.
No.
3 years ago, Triple H couldn't afford NXT. But now, that's feasible. He's got a McMahon for a wife.
He does.
They've got to be worth at least $600 million. All the money he made, all the money she's made, all the hands she has in other companies, all the hands he has in all sorts of other things. They've got to be worth at least $500 million. At least.
Probably. And did you see how much McMahon is actually how much he is worth now that the buy?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. When he dies, those kids are
the top 100 in the world.
When he dies, those kids are set for life.
They're not doing bad now.
No, but they're even more set. But yeah, that's my hot take. The Triple H is either going to buy NXT and create it into its own brand, or go to AEW.
Yeah, and he would do great in AEW.
He would be amazing. And I think if he goes, I think you see a mass exodus.
Oh,
Seth, Kevin, Cody, all these guys would not re-sign when those contracts were up.
No, definitely not.
But the official Heat, the official main number 2 lineup is as follows. Completely inverted from race number 1 on the pole. PJ Childs, 2nd Dustin Shepard, 3rd Adam Jebel, 4th Travis Hoffler, 5th Rodney Hunt, 2 and 6th Austin Williams, 7th Ray Bracey, 8th Dante Curtis, 9th Ryan Johnson. I can't talk. 10th Scott Austin, 11th Matt Cook, 12th Will Eastman, 13th Gary Ashen, 14th Mark Keeler, 15th Robbie Clavey, 16th Randy Nichols, and 17th Jesse Womack, the pace truck. He faked me out.
He faked you out. You know what? I was thinking about this, and we have 18 drivers, basically, who've shown up.
17. Yeah.
17. All right, 17 guys. There's a guy that we haven't seen in a couple weeks, and I'm just like, where has he been? And it just, let me see, I've got it in my notes. Yeah. Guillaume Fortin.
Yeah, what happened to him?
What happened to him? This guy who messed up his name a billion times. Finally learned how to say his name.
And then he left.
He left.
I don't know what happened to him.
All right, green flag is out for the first time in the Shepard on the outside, Childs down the inside, side by side, all the way around the beautiful Bristol Motor Speedway, with Childs pulling out in front of Dustin Shepard. Shepard 1-2 links behind him, and then it's another 2 back to a side-by-side battle with Hoffler and Gibble. And then behind them, they got nothing but a hornet's nest. Everybody is side-by-side. And it's all these 2 guys want to see. You guys fight back there, and we'll just run away from this thing, and you guys will never catch us. We just watched the last heat, and that's pretty much what we saw. I'm actually surprised Childs is as far as he is out in front of Dustin Shepard. What about you?
I mean, it really depends, right? It's about getting out there, and I think the guy in front, the guy who gets that ability to get out ahead of this pack first, really has a massive advantage. You can get away to a 2, 3, 4 second lead just because everybody behind you is 2 or 3 wide throughout the entirety of a lap for 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or maybe 10 laps in a row. And that allows you, especially with how fast these laps are at 17 seconds, 10 laps is a minute and is 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
As you see the battle back there between Hoffler and Williams. Williams dives to the bottom of the track, going to try to clear the Hoffler car. He will shove him up. He's going to bring help with him behind him. Adam Williams is right behind him. Dante Curtis is right behind them as well. Let's see if shoved up again. So Hoffler got stuck on the outside. And if you're on the outside all by yourself, you've got nowhere to go but backwards. And that's what we're seeing with Hoffler being mowed over by everyone. If everyone pulls down the bottom of the track, he is going to go back saw this earlier on with one other driver. I can't remember who it was, but we saw the same thing happen earlier tonight. Although he's put up a good battle, I'm actually surprised he's doing as well as he is on the outside now. Every time it looks like that Gibble car is going to get around him, Hoffler comes back once again and fights on that outside. Now he's got a little help on the outside with Dante Curtis. Whoa! Hoffler gets in the wall right in front of Dante Curtis. For a lot of guys, we haven't seen any cautions tonight at all. We only saw one car go around in one of the heats, and that's all we've seen.
Yeah, we've had complete, I wouldn't say calming, but we've had a complete, it hasn't been chaos like we've seen most of Bristol seems like a chaotic racetrack, doesn't it? Tonight in the street stocks, it feels like we're driving around Atlanta.
I wouldn't even say it's Atlanta. I would say
oh, that was close. Huntoon threw it in there under Hoffler. If there is going to be problems, they're going to come right here. Right here in this Hornet's Nest for 7th on back. That's where the problems will come from if there are problems.
Yeah, because he's not going to come up in front of them because everybody is single file and nobody's near each other.
PJ Childs has quickly lost that lead.
Yeah, they have caught him. 0.3.
I mean, honestly, it's to be expected, right? You got the one car out there by himself with 6 cars now lined up behind him. This is the moment when these types of moves are going to be made possible when you have 6 or 7 guys behind you, because there's a good chance somebody's going to stick out with you.
I'm just surprised Williams was able to get around Shepard. Williams is a man on the move. Gary Eschen's making his way through the field back there. Will Eastman as well.
Randy, why did you put me in a booth that has the heat on?
It's cold.
It's nice and warm out, and the heat is on in this booth, and it's about 90 degrees.
It's cold outside. I don't care what you say. It's cold outside.
Florida
Baby,
blood.
It's cold. Florida. Baby, it's cold outside.
I hate you.
No, I know. It's okay. Hey, if you look back there, Dante Curtis is now making some moves back there on Gibble. Gibble's kind of run that outside line. If you're going to leave that inside groove open.
Dante's going to slide in there.
Wow.
Hoffler's going to slide under him, though, off of the one. The crossover.
Inside, outside.
Inside, outside action was beautiful there by Travis Hoffler. He just couldn't make it stick, though.
Fight to his outside. I don't know if that's going to work, but
Hoffler is losing a ton of ground.
Hoffler cannot get a break. He tried the outside, nothing worked there. He's got the inside, nothing worked down there. I wonder how his car is actually handling right now. Because he just lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions in 2 laps. Wow.
Let me tell you how his car is handling for him. You ready? Awful.
I'm right there with you. I agree.
I don't even have to be inside that headset to know that he is saying right now, this thing sucks.
Yeah, this thing's driving like a dump truck.
I'm turning left and it's turning right. I'm turning right and it's turning left. That's what he's saying right now.
Yeah. Slowing down. As you see Dante Curtis working on the back bumper of Gibble. Gibble trying to hold off Dante. Dante's got a trunk full of that 38 of Johnson. Johnson giving the whole tip to the back end of Dante Curtis. I don't know if that was a love push or a shove. Who knows? Dante's going to say, he's saying, I'm going to try to get out of here. The way this situation is going. This is no love affair right here. Although he just shoved the nose up in front of Johnson. And he got a good run that time. He's down on the inside of Gibble. Going to try to make it stick to the bottom of the track. Dante is not going to make it stick. And here comes Johnson once again. So we got a 2x2 battle for 2 positions here. Actually, that one settled out as Will Eastman. Here comes Eastman, another title contender here. And he's giving the tip to Dante Curtis as well. Johnson is a man on the move. He's going to look to the outside. He's one of the only guys that's working the outside line very well. And try to get around the outside of the 91 of Gibble. Gibble is now falling wayside to him as well. So that outside line is starting to come alive. Johnson will pull his car to the bottom of the track and start pulling away. So Johnson's now 1-2 in front of Dante Curtis, who now has used that outside line as well. So there must be some grip on that outside. You see Eastman back there as well. They're all using the outside line. Where earlier, the inside line was the line to be on, but now it's definitely shifted to the outside line. And we're seeing a single file parade around the track. 19 laps to go, 18 laps to go. Childs is just barely ahead of Williams. It's the best battle now as we see the top 2 contenders now starting to work on each other. Yeah, let's look at that battle up there, Nick. 1 and 2. Yeah, thank you very much. We got a battle for the lead. Here comes Williams down the inside, going to shove Childs up. Can he make it stick on the bottom? You see the outside line become the preferred line. As you see Dustin Shepard liking what he's seeing up there. Those guys fight. That'll bring everyone behind him up there. As you see Johnson right behind Shepard. Johnson's been on a move. As you down to the bottom of the track. Here goes a challenge for the lead. Williams shoves his nose. He's got a quarter panel underneath him. But it's not enough to stick. He's going to keep it down there as they come off of turn number 4 down to turn number 1. Eastman, or not Eastman, but Johnson and Williams. Williams nearly got his front end knocked off. As PJ Childs pulled that car to the bottom of the track and just shoved it of Williams and said, nope, not that lap. Once again, 13 laps remaining. Gonna try it again. Pulls it down. He's got a quarter panel down there, but not enough. Childs still making it stick in that middle groove and making it work. 12 laps remaining. Keep fighting, guys. Whoa, he got in the back of him that time. He didn't go around, but it was close. You see this hornet's nest coming behind you?
I do.
Think there's enough time?
I don't think so.
11 laps. Here they go, side by side. This time he's got a little bit more. He gets up into him just a little bit, but it's not enough. They're side by side across the line. Is Williams going to make it stick to the bottom and don't get around Childs? Off the turn number 2, down the back straightaway, and turn number 3. They're side by side, nose to nose, off of turn number 4 this time.
Spinner! Dustin Shepard! Travis Hoffler got involved. We're still green. Shepard and Hoffler. We've got a battle for the lead still happening on the back and the front stretch.
And they are side by side, still off the turn. Childs is just barely in front of Williams.
Somebody just hit the hood of that car that was still laying on the racetrack on turn 2.
That.
Oh, my goodness.
and we are still green. I cannot believe this. As Williams now finally just barely leading. Is it going to be this way at the start-finish line at the very end of the race? I don't know.
Here comes Ryan Johnson. He's rearing his head. PJ Childs could use Robbie Clavey as a pick.
No, he will not.
He did, though. He did. He used him as a little bit of a pick, and he's got that space now. PJ Childs on the outside. He has drafting help from the 38. Childs closes the door. He used Clavey as a pick, but the 85, Austin Williams, is coming back. Here comes Williams. They're 3 wide down the front stretch. In the one, all the way up the track. They're going to run out of room. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Johnson is your new leader. Holy schmoly. It's a 6-car battle with 3 laps to go. Who's going to take the inside? Who's going to take the outside? Who's going to take it away from the 38?
Nobody.
Oh, my
Johnson.
freaking Lord.
Ryan Johnson waited all that time.
100 laps of caution-free action. White flag will be in the air this time. Childs and Williams side by side on a 4 for second. Johnson takes the white flag in the lead. Look at this battle here. It's a 4-way battle for second. Who's going to throw it off into 3? Williams sends it into 3. Ryan Johnson's going to win Bristol on a turn 4. At the line, it's too close to call.
Williams got him just barely.
Oh, my God. Randy, we couldn't go out on a better note than that.
No, that was pretty good, man. That was pretty good.
Oh, my God. Dante Curtis better not go away. I'm pretty sure the champ's going to have to do burnouts.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dante has the championship like
The
that.
champ better not park his car. He parked his car.
He did.
The champ parked his car.
What?
All
in the
right.
world is Johnson doing?
So
Backwards
here-
flap.
Ghostfire Media is going to do things a little bit different tonight. We're going to allow Robbie Clavey to get everything together. Robbie will come up here and announce our official series champion and our Dante Curtis Designs Rookie of the Year winner. My good Lord. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe it. That is a heck of a way to go out.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. As I said, there's so many. These races are so much fun to call because you just never know what's going to happen with them. I mean, I never saw Ryan Johnson, coming from where he was at.
I don't know where he came from, man.
I mean, he was way back there. I mean, he worked that outside line. He showed that the outside line worked better than the inside line, which we had not seen anyone do that.
Look at this. Look at this. He's up against the wall.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Look at this. He comes up on the outside. He goes, I'm just going to send it. And that's exactly what he does. He finds a little gap and he just goes, man.
Yeah. I mean, he was inches from the wall.
I cannot believe that he made that stick. Brother, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Whilst we wait for our man of the hour, Robbie Clavey, to come up, let's bring the final winner in Ghostfire Media's first run as broadcasting history. up here. Ryan, it's Nick and Randy in the booth. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. I mean, it was a it was an interesting one tonight.
Well, congratulations on the win. How the hell did you do that?
I don't know. Bristol is wider than it looks. I'm assuming you're talking about the lead in the last race there.
Yeah.
Man, there's no reason that should have worked. The outside did not work all night long.
I mean, it worked for me.
It worked for you once, but it didn't work for anybody all night long. Nobody did that. I don't know how you did that, man.
I surprise myself sometimes. I don't know. The bottom was the fast lane up until you got a car on your outside. So I kept that knowledge. I mean, most of the time we come here, it's kind of the case. You want to run like kind of right in the middle. And I had a run on PJ, and then I think Austin did too, and we just kind of went 3 wide, and I didn't lift. I know I was lifting there for a while trying to catch them guys, save my tires for when I did catch them, because I could tell I was catching them. And I guess I had enough tire left to just cold trickle it around the outside.
Yeah, watching you do that, I'm like, you know, it wasn't just that pass. You did it to Dante. You did to everybody behind those guys. You found that outside line, and you stuck with it, and nobody else could do that. You were the only one that seemed like your car was like, I run the outside groove, and that's all I run. I can't run the inside line. And I'm watching you. I'm just going, it's picking off cars on the outside, and nobody else can do this on the outside. Amazing, dude. Really, really amazing.
I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, until you got a car on your outside, the inside line was the place to be, and I realized that pretty early in the first race, especially trying to get around Dante in the first race. Oh my God, I was pushing him around the whole track. I think at one point trying to get him to screw up or slide up, like a little too high, just so I could get a run. And I kept trying the bottom, and I wasn't going nowhere. I'm like, well, why not? We're just gonna go outside.
I think you opened the eyes of a few other guys, because once you did that, it looked like Eastman and Curtis and Eshin and a few other guys saw that outside line, and they said, he's making it work, I'm going to make it work. And they started following you, so you kind of became a trendsetter there towards the end of the race. But unfortunately for a lot of those other guys, it was too late. You'd already passed them.
Well, that's what I was hoping for. Get around as many people as I could before they jumped to the high line, or if they went to make a pass on somebody, I just stayed in the high line and followed that person until they cleared them, and then they would drop to the low line, or I would try to get a run on them on the high side. That way they'd have to drop to the low side. And yeah, buddy.
So how's it feel to win the last race of the season?
Pretty good. I think I got 1 or 2 other wins this season, but it sure don't feel like it with the way points have gone.
It just feels like the go home race always feels good, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I know my real life, my local dirt track, I did that for I think 3 years in a row. I won the last race of the season. I'm like, I can end on a happy note.
Exactly. Then you go into the next season saying, well, I won the last race, maybe I can bring the momentum this year.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's happened where I won the first race of the year. But there's always next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win tonight, man. And I want to thank anybody before we let you go.
Yeah, all the admins at North South that put it on, all our sponsors, you guys for broadcasting, DCD for my paint, Tiny Horse Racing. Follow me on Facebook and whatnot. That's where I post all my racing-related stuff in my life. All the drivers for, I think, 2 cautionless races tonight. That was really good.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
It is, sometimes.
Actually, it was 4.
Ooh,
We had 2 heats prior. No cautions in either one of those either.
you are correct. Impressive.
Yes, I thought so too.
But yeah, everybody tuning in and watching, family, friends, mom, girlfriend, and yeah.
All right, man. Congratulations on the win, and congratulations on the season. And hopefully we'll talk to you down the pike.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Well, he burns it down. We are just waiting upon Robbie Clavey to give us our official results. Robbie is running the math right now. Randy, this is the most important math of Robbie's life. This is the math that matters most. All right, come on. The American Nightmare is talking.
I don't care anything about damn.
I care about the American Nightmare. From undesirable to ungoddamn deniable.
So we're waiting for Ravi to get everything
All
done,
right.
like he said.
The 2023 season finale results are here. Randy Pepper, drum roll, please. Wow.
Did you hear it?
No.
I don't have a snare drum in here. I'm sorry. I had to use my leg. You want this?
What do you want to talk about, Randy? You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? It's Cody Rhodes promo. Never mind. Anyway. The top three for tonight's event. Ryan Johnson wins the overall. Gary Ashton second. Willie Eastman in third. 2023 Series champion Dante Curtis. We are working on getting the hard charger right now done. But ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you, I think it's the 4-time champion now, right, Dante?
I hope so.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
We just made the official announcement. You are the 2023 Series champion for, 2022-2023 Winter Series champion.
Yeah, it feels good. We've had a long 13 weeks here. We couldn't finish it no better than we've been all year, but thankful to be there at the end.
Well, Dante, you have anybody you want to thank?
Oh, first off, I just gotta thank all the guys all the admins back at the league for giving us a good place to race. I mean, we've raced here since 2020, I think. It's been a long time, and it's been a lot of the same guys every week. And just gotta thank all the admins: Justin, Robbie, Phillip, Dustin, Brandon, Jesse. Thank you guys for a good broadcast every week. Hey, missed you a couple weeks, but still good broadcast every week. Really appreciate you guys. All the guys back at DCD Racing: Dustin, PJ, Gary, Phil, Devin. Hey, we couldn't get a win tonight. We won one of the features, but not overall. But glad the guys had a good run. Good for Gary. But I think that's about all the thanks. Just glad to finally win another one, and hopefully for the next season, we'll see what happens.
Dante, you won this one, and you won prior and stuff. Are you going to try to take this momentum and try to put it to the real dirt, and now try to make something happen at your local track?
Oh yeah, they used to. I'd run some of these races on Monday nights, and I'd run real good and have a good feeling all week, and it would sometimes carry over into the real car. So hopefully we get a better finish Friday and Saturday than we do tonight. But I hope we can. All momentum's good momentum, so as long as we can keep going the right way, that'll be good.
Absolutely. Awesome, man. Congratulations on another championship, and awesome season, man. Fun to watch you race. Always a great time. So congratulations, like we said, once again. And like I told our last winner, Johnson, I told him, I said, hopefully we see you down the pike. Whatever that is. Pikes Peak, Pike, whatever.
Just again, thank you guys for. It's good to talk to y'all every week. It felt like so. Thanks again for all y'all done for us this season.
No problem. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys.
All right. We're just waiting on Robbie Clavey to get me the official Hard Charger Award winner for 2022-23 Winter Series.
We got the rookie, too. Don't we have a rookie? We have to...
Oh, we're not going to have the rookie.
No rookie? So we're just waiting for that, and then we'll be done. I know Nick is probably watching Raw as we're doing this.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know how you are on Monday nights.
I'm not listening to Cody Rhodes.
I tell you what, when my daddy used to come with the...
Hey, you listen.
used to
Okay, you
fight
know what?
against
Listen here,
Howard
okay?
Lombath
Listen.
and sucking
Listen.
dog.
Listen. He was undesirable to ungoddamn deniable.
Absolutely, baby doll. I tell you what, I'm going to Orlando Sports Stadium.
Ladies and
Eddie
gentlemen,
Graham
we have an announcement.
Oh, good.
Hold on, I have to do this like Michael Cole.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The 2022-23 Winter Series is officially behind us. And I have here an email. And I quote, the 2022-23 Winter Series hard charging winner is Will Eastman.
Ooh.
So congratulations, Will, on the Hard Charger Award. That thing's going to get serious for a second. Because I'm going to get emotional. The Hard Charging Award might be incorrect. We'll be back in a moment on that, but I'm going to get emotional while we wait for Robbie to confirm.
Let's make this all official then. No, we're not official. We're just kind of official.
For 5 or 6 years, whatever it's been, I have done this. And I've come leaps and bounds because of Randy Pepper.
Nah.
Now, I give Randy a lot of shit. And we all did. When we first started. It's just, how it was. Randy, whether it's been a Monday or a Tuesday
Or a Wednesday. Or a Thursday.
or a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Sunday,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about those Sundays.
I have wholeheartedly appreciated every single second that I've been able to broadcast with you.
Oh, thank you.
From the ridiculous amounts of times that you have mentioned Pat Patterson to
Justin Allgaier.
the hundreds of shameless plugs for the Guitar Attic and the Pit Road Pickers, to the inside jokes, to the lug nut to lug nuts and door handle to door handle, and it has been one of the happiest times in my life to be able to come on here and broadcast next to you and really just have a blast.
Well, thank you, man. That's awesome. It's been same here, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Ghostfire Media wouldn't be anywhere near as awesome as it is without you and your input.
No.
No, it's true. You trained myself. You trained Adam. You trained Josh as much as anybody could. Tried to rein Larry in.
Nobody reins Larry in.
You've dealt with a lot of crap from all of us.
I have. I will agree with that. I've definitely had to work on you guys for sure.
And Ghostfire Media wouldn't be anything nearly as nice as it is without you. And it's not goodbye.
No.
To the like I said earlier to the fans, it's not goodbye. It's a see you later. Once we sign off here tonight, you're going to hear our voices, and you're going to see us doing the podcast and the live reactions to stuff, and it won't be the same. Things will be different. Things change over time. It's just what happens. But I would rather go out on top than stick around too long and ruin everything we've built.
Very true. And as you say, I helped you guys out a lot. I wanted you guys to be the best you could be. I'm not what I used to be. Trust me, I'm not in the prime as I was years ago. I used to be very fluent off the mic and everything. I'm not that fluent as I used to be. I've got older. I've got slower. My mind is not the way it was prior. But I still had a lot to give you guys and try to get you guys as good as I could possibly get you guys. And Nick, you've come leaps and bounds over what you started out with. All you guys did. I have to say that Adam, I used to tell Adam, listen, you got to show some enthusiasm. You got to smile when you get on the mic. Smile, because believe it or not, folks, when you get on mic or on any mic or anything and you talk and you smile, it shows on your voice. And remember, you're only as good as the people that surround you. So if the guy by you is not that good, it reflects back on you. So that's why I always try to get you guys to be as good as I possibly can or could or whatever. And trust me, Nick, you've come a huge ways from what you started out. You've done a tremendous job. I've told, actually, here we go with the Pat Patterson thing. But I've also talked to Pat. I said, Pat, I've got a guy that I work with. It would probably be a good turn 4 announcer, turn 3 or whatever down the line. And with a little help, we could make him something on the radio. So, pat yourself on the back for that. You've come a long ways. So, anyways.
I didn't come here tonight to get
else?
emotional.
Well, no, you didn't, and I didn't either. And I'm trying not to be. I'm just trying to be the professional I had. I mean, I've done a lot of these races. I've done these online races, and I've done a lot of real car races and stuff. This is a different beast than the real car races, but it's still broadcasting. I've done a lot of broadcasting with radio and all that other stuff, whether it be rock radio or whatever, or sportscasting. This is different. But yeah, it's broadcasting in a different form, and I can't wait for the podcast. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's where this Ghostfires Media is flowing into. We're going into podcasting more. That's going to become more of our focus, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Nick, that's our next chapter. I'm excited about it. Hopefully we can pick up enough subs to where we can actually get paid off of it.
I guess we'll see.
We'll find out. If not, we'll just do it for a lot of fun. But eventually, we like to get paid for what we're doing, because time is money. That's what I tell you. Don't want to waste your time too much,
folks. Normally, I let Randy close these out, but A long time ago, I heard a really good saying from a hell of a broadcaster on ESPN. And Randy, you'll know this as soon as I say it. I don't like to say goodbye. I like to say until I see you again. And from all of us here at the Ghost Fire Media Network, a huge thank you to the North-South Racing League. A huge congratulations to everybody who performed at the top of their game this year. Dante Curtis on your 4th championship. There's many more to come with the talent that's in that young man.
In real life, too.
But I hate to say goodbye, so I won't. Until we meet again, folks.
Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghost Fire Media Network.